Eens kijken. Zo 2 seconden en een half läge. Tell you what.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
Wow.
25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was
Piti vaan viedä pada dia klop bij Art et boosheid.
all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards. Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Throwing on second down. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him in complete.
Oeh.
And they're going to have this across midfield.
Fuck het amper.
Inside the 45. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying.
Dus net hierdie Jezus moer lang voor tijd met input gegeven. Dat gewoon raak.
To let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Kom jongen.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Mijn mannetje het vast hardlopen alleen hoor.
He appears to be shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Ja van jou is dat serieus. Ja van jou is dat serieus.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Ah, oh shit. Fuck sakes. En ek het gedink ek moenie vir hom pas en toe sien ek, okay, wag, daar's 'n gap daar en toe staan hy gap nie. Shit. Ek het ook 'n seer. Broken ribs.
Interception early. They may rethink how they go about attacking.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And a run past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And
What?
that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Metcalf motions left. Working from the gun. Rodgers will get the hook up there to Woods.
Bottom Carol, stop.
All the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Third and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
Austin brings in the quick throw. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it second down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown out. Look out.
Nee, Karel, achter het team.
Early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Oké, ik denk ik gaan passen al.
Strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at that nice little drive brewing right here.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
58. Inside.
Now Rodgers.
Nice.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Hij heeft je geblitst achter op de pas. Ach, rand.
7-yard touchdown ground. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a
Ja,
super
ik weet niet,
quick
ik
game.
kreeg hier
Out
raak
in
in
the
de
hands of the
skoffie hoor.
thrower. Bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the
Yeah.
playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Ja, die bar werkt eindelijk niet, ja. Maar daar wat is zo ophardloop. Ja.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Eens kijken. Oh,
Right
daar
after
nou.
the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Got it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Here's Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
ETN up the middle. Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up.
Moest ook in geweest zijn.
Here's a give to Bigsby. After a gain of 5, they wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Ah, fuck. Ah, daarom heb ik hem. Toch eens intercepting daar.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now the former Syracuse man,
shit.
Allen, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Nice.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Ah, daarom.
He takes it in. Touchdown.
Scheiße.
From 19 yards away.
Ik ga maar werk draaien, ja.
Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
Misschien is het draaiskop, nee.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said we'll go for 2.
Misschien raken we op die 50 te beginnen, die bal gaan uit.
How about that for a little risk reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball.
Oké, nee, toen niet. Strijd in die middel. Mooi man. Verkeerde.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. If they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's Rudolph. This will complete
Nice.
his first catch, good for 8 and a first down. They run behind center with Gainwell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Hier wat ek nou gaan vir 'n pass, is dan nie 'n pass
16
nie.
yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's
Ja.
going to stop behind the line of scrimmage.
Maar so moeite dat oor die al getackle het.
1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Second and 11 now. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Sideline throw.
Ooh, nice.
And a nice job there
Yes,
keeping the toes inbounds.
No, dat is fucking net net.
Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
3rd and 2. Rudolph looking to throw it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Daarom, my bal terug.
The Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, force the ball forward.
Dan moet ek net fucking mooi speel, man.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That throw complete to his tight end long. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just een hele lachje mee dan. Fuck it. Tegen Jaguar. Yes. Toen gaan we aan de sprong om in te komen. Ja. Control, delete our reverse. Oké. Ja.
You're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you.
Kom.
And stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Jong, de bekste kon het worden en ik het niet met time gehad. Wacht, daarom. Thanks, miss.
And bring it back out to start the third quarter.
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it.
16. Steelers 7.
Jo, daar straks zweet je een koko je ook zet, hoor.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
Oeh, dat was amper.
Getting down inside the 30 up to 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you can
what that move.
get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out.
Ik ben al gedaan, ik wil gewoon
We
afkut.
saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Ik kan helemaal niet.
Takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Nice.
Losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw, Rudolph. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of
Ai mä ainakin stark word van mij. Oké.
Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Rudolph off play action.
Nice. Nice.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 39.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll run the toss here with Sermon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And a very
Nice.
run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
First down, let him.
First down on the pickup of 11 yards.
No, nyt piti aloittaa lisää.
The more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Rudolph. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some
Wat is uitpleis nou?
Dad plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out
Quarterback
of
sneak.
big boys off, you know, make someone miss in the open field. I don't know about you, but I like this
Oké,
call.
stap. Ja, ik heb toch zin in. Ik denk dat ik ermee. Dit is wel fijn.
Getting it back to a running back, and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front. Just go ahead and take
Okay.
it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Korees goed, ja.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Skowronek, the man in motion. Now a fake on the jet sweep. And then instead right up the middle.
Maar dan is het maar niet lijken wanneer je 10 jaar hebt en dan is het helemaal te laat.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there.
Pak het keer.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Rudolph. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Gainwell trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Walk met Strisler.
And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw.
Nice. Nice.
Gabriel Davis from 6 yards away. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Skoranek, the man in motion. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete.
Het gaat weer moeilijk om hem al te krijgen.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And take it down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession.
Nice.
Even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least
Mooi geweest dan.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Kom, Azai! Zwaar, pak hem.
Get this up to the 34-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up the
Ach, jouw moer. Jouw moer. Zo'n gehalte daar, nee. Luister aan dat kak.
His time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. A short throw taken in by Long. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the gun,
Je pao mij wel liever moer.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got Long, his tight end complete. And they're going to themselves another first down as the tackle's made
So
at the
there?
Steelers 37.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here.
Bayer Weidspene. Ja, die Seahawks se defense is moer kwaai ou. Hulle man blitz of hulle zone blitz is kaksterk. Alonso se tweeling boetie.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
Oh, fuck it.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
Ag, jou moer man. Vang die fucking ding
I
daar.
see the surprise in your face there, partner.
Ag, daar druk ek dit vanaf kry.
Completion from him. He's been on point this entire
Ek weet nie wat ek nog gevat het nie.
Percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw. This pass broken up. And the contact well timed
Nope.
there. And now 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the
Vat nou moer se kans, maar gaan nie kans koppie.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll drop to throw.
Kom maar as jou bal. In jou hande.
They need it. It's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case,
Kak hier
the
dit. Ja.
defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. That would complete to Scarano.
Nice.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Rodgers. Got to have this one. And it's a short one here.
Nice.
To the tight end. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Another run by Bigsby.
Yeah, fuck, ek kom julle span op nou.
Before getting this inside the 30. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4.
Nice. Fumble. Yes, amper het jy hom nog. Nice blitz daai. Oh nee, was nie 'n blitz nie. Okay. Ons speel net gok.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Daarom.
Themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Drop the throw. That's caught by Mark. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves it all the way down to the 1.
They're certainly not shy from throwing the football. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, but that last one earning them a new 7 down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville.
Mag my werk, hè? Sweet en kok, ek voel 'n loopie sweet.
And the Jaguars get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it
Ah,
because you know
fuck.
he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people
Oh, it's a flag.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the line, so this will be blown dead.
Yeah,
Move it up
fuck.
to the 40.
Yes, die coach het self nie wat hy wil doen nie, maar
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away.
Van fokkery.
It's incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
Wat raak gebeur?
They have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Nu kom brengen die daar op nu.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Nice.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
Nice.
And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the
Som ek nie hou van die passe nie.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now,
Oh, nice.
Intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tyson Campbell.
Straks sal ek weer teruggooi. Nou tydens speel hierso.
At the 46-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
all right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Bigsby. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Nice.
Ted Bigsby, ready for the regular season with his second
Kom ons draai maar skop.
game.
Ek glo net aan reg kry.
Jaguars have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Nee, mes.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Daar kry ek op daai barrel fok dat jy weet.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Nice.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers again now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Nice. Nice, Jaku. Yes, ik had die pas. Ja, stanna man.
And the Steelers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
You got to understand situational football because
Dat is een mooi pas dus.
so the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the three-score lead. Now it's down to two, but three-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Now, once again, the Steelers here, they're going to line up to go for two.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point.
One final try now for Rodgers.
What the fuck, boys?
And he's got it.
Nice 2-point conversion.
So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Den afskop en dan van sla.
Two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
Stop ze met de game netjes zo.
Decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a
Ja.
smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage.
Strike voor die pass. Ja, miracle pass is wat de mensen het noemen, hè. Ja, voor coverage.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Hardloop, kerels, hardloop.
Going for the deep ball.
Oh, fuck.
He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Dat kan ik je ook wel eens lekker game geweest.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
Ja, ik heb een keer gestrest waar ik het game in de computer gespeeld. Ik heb een keer gestrest door de offense, maar dat is te bad, man.
As a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the outing.
Ja,
Now,
daar nog
let's
een
face it, they'll be
preseason.
very happy that they pulled this
Hoeveel
off.
preseason games is
They
dat?
do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football.
Okay.
Because this won't happen very often.
Maar het telt niks voor de season of niks, nee.
And this has been a
Daarom, nee.
presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out.
Op de tel, oké. Dat
The
is het, ja.
Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Oké. Alright, check you. Ja, Shop, stuur me invite voor die Discord en dan join ik al. Shop, thanks man. Right, goodbye.